Joe, I mean, almost a perfect performance that. I mean, great bowling, great batting and superb fielding.
Yeah, feels like it's been coming, to be honest. I know we've had a tough couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks we've been pretty comprehensively beaten, so it was nice this week. I thought, obviously, the way we batted on day one, led by Jack in particular, was outstanding actually, because the wicket did a little bit on day one, and then complete performance. And then Dillon, the other young lad in the side, was exceptional.
I'll ask you about those in a minute, but you mentioned the wicket there. I mean, after the first two games where obviously there wasn't a lot in it, it was a bit of a bowler's graveyard and not much for the batters. That was an excellent wicket, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic cricket wicket.
Yeah.
Credit to Tim actually and the guys. That was had everything in it. It had decent pace, I thought. So kind of nicks carried behind. A little bit in it for the bowlers, obviously, if you put the ball in the right area, but I think the guys found that if they missed, they could score, and I think you saw that. I think it made for entertaining cricket over, going into day four. So yeah, exceptional cricket wicket.
Jack Haynes again showed his potential, didn't he? I mean, it won't surely be long before that actual three figures goes up on the board, will it?
Well, we certainly hope not for him. I think we were all pretty gutted for him, because it's just nice to get that first one ticked off. But yeah, he's I've said it before, he's an exceptional talent. Works very hard, he's very grounded, and yeah, look, we hope he continues to go from strength to strength.
Dillon is hoping as well now that he can really kick on from here. He was saying last night he doesn't want the young man tag anymore, young bowler tag. He wants to become a major part of the attack, and he certainly played his part in this game.
Yeah, fantastic. Head and shoulders the best bowler on show across both sides. He backed up spells exceptionally well, which was really pleasing to see. Bowled with good pace, good control. Look, he's one of a number of that we've got, but he is another exceptional talent that we've got. I think probably not expect too much of him at times. That we've got to remember these lads are really young, but when they perform like that, it's a pleasure to stand at mid-on to.
Unusual to get your career best 2 days running. It must cost him a lot of beer, that.
Well, I hope it costs him a lot of beer, but he's not he's pretty frugal, so we might have to wait a while for those.
And the rest of the attack though supported superbly, didn't they? I mean, yourself and Barney and Alzari bowled a real sort of threatening spell when he went to the other end.
Yeah, look, we've been close. We've just not been able to string it together as a four at any point so far this season. If apart from maybe Nottingham in the first innings at home, we've been close. Haven't quite been able to string it together. This was the complete bowling performance. I think if you look across the economy rates of all the guys, you can see that we managed to back each other up. The fielders were outstanding this game. Some of the best catches I've seen actually. So yeah, look, it's been a really good week, hasn't it? And we've got to build on that on Thursday.
I think your only worry this week, Joe, was keeping up with the over rate, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Look, it's one of those things when you've got two quicks like we had with Dillon and Alzari, you're always a little bit behind. But Brett's been exceptional this year, so there was no qualms.
No. Now you move on to Durham. Obviously, they were the better side when you played up there, so you'll be keen to readjust the balance and go into it now with the confidence of this victory.
Absolutely, yeah. Home conditions, confidence. I think they've been beaten pretty comprehensively this week as well. I think it shows that this group is very nip and tuck. It's a very difficult group actually. Sat here now, we could finish first or fifth by the looks of it, or maybe even sixth. I haven't looked that in depth at it. So yeah, any team can beat anyone in this group, and we're going to have to be on it again come Thursday.
I mean, you're coming to the business end of the group now. 2 wins now, and you'd probably be unlucky not to go through. From the last 2 matches. I mean, that's the target.
Yeah, obviously that's the target. We'll try our best. Obviously, this first one out of the way is important. I think. Look, it's hard work. We've set ourselves up to play good 4-day cricket. I think we did that this game. Put our feet up now for a couple of days, and then we've got to find the energy to go again on Thursday.
End of Alzari's spell. I mean, a bit of sympathy for him really with the weather for a lot of the time, and some of the wickets he's bowled on as well. But I understand he's fitted well into the group.
Yeah, he's tried really hard. You're right. He's had some pretty freezing conditions. Some pretty placid pitches, but look, he's tried very hard. I couldn't have asked any more from him from an effort point of view. He's batted exceptionally well for us. Probably hasn't quite got the returns that he'd want to have done with the ball, but we've seen this game that when he's on, he's pretty dangerous.
You seemed to get really fired up after you had a word with him. I think it was yesterday. Then he went the other end, and that looked probably the quickest and most threatening he's bowled those 2 or 3 overs there.
Yeah, I'd love to take credit for it. I'm not sure I can. He's obviously a test bowler, isn't he? He bowls quick. He's bowled some pretty quick spells. It's not just been this game. It's probably just been a bit unlucky at times, if we're honest. But yeah, it was nice to see him get a few, and actually to get the last wicket today was probably a nice little fillip for him.